this is the first time I've done a warning video instead of a heads up video. And I'm going to go ahead because NASA won't do it. I'm going to stick my neck out there, and if I get it cut off from being wrong, so be it. I'm a watchman. Now, what we're looking at here is the tail of Ison before it's cut off by the X flare. Now, it's as wide as the outer head of that comet, and at that time it was 250,000 kilometers wide. Here, when the tail gets stripped back, we've got about a debris trail that's about 5 times as wide. So we have a debris trail close to 1,000,000 miles in, a 1,000,000 kilometers in width. Now, looking at Mercury in the top, can we compare Ison to it? Says, and I did the math on it. Mercury is 22 million miles closer to this camera than Ison is. Okay, that means Ison is 46 million miles away from the camera we're looking at. Now I'm putting a warning out here. This is a disintegration event that we saw. This wider trail will follow behind Ison and try to slingshot around the sun after the 28th for 7 days. If we look at this spread, if there are no other events, again, this is why I'm saying we got the math on this thing. Look at Ison, look at Mercury, look at where I put stereo A. You can check that on that. That's putting Mercury 22 million miles closer to the camera. But Ison only appears 1/4 the size. We can do that math and it'll give you a headache. Guys, I took electrical engineering, was my first major in college. It was nothing but trig and calculus. Now, this is the path. This model was before the breakup, and I put this on the 8th day. Earth and Mercury and the moon clear it, but now it's a wider trail. Look at this, guys. This image, remember, on the 17th, before the X flare stripped Ison, the outer coma was 20 Earths or 250,000 kilometers. Now, the inner coma is 4 Earth wide, but what appears to be inside of that is 3 Earths wide. It's the radius of Earth times 3 at 3,959. Let's round it off and say 4,000 miles. That's that pink spot in the inside. That's 12,000 miles. Is this a simplified way to do the math? Maybe it is. But guys, I want to show you a couple other images. But this information that you're looking at with the Earth compared to to Ison is not mine. This is from the astronomers and what they showed you, and I showed you on Bruce Grieri's site his calculations. Now look at the new images he's got. And I've got the word Ison up there. Look at the red wings on this thing and the eye in the middle. It's been stripped back. Look at the size of the white, ragged inner section of this. I don't know what's left inside. I know the outer objects were stripped back in that Z pattern, but the inside looks ragged. But no longer is it, again, compare that inner white section to 3 Earths distance or width. At that time, the outer coma was 20 Earths width. Now the outer coma has almost all been stripped back. Also, guys, if you look at the X-ray flux out of Boulder, it's pretty calm. And why would that be happening? I've been saying that as Ison got closer, the X flares would increase. But when that X flare caught it on the 19th, it stripped the electrons and protons and the charge away from it. Will it have, and so now we don't have that difference in potential, if you understand electronics, between the plus and the minus. It's not there because Ison was weakened. Now we've got, today's the 22nd, we've got 6 days to perihelion. We're close to the 23rd. Will it have enough time, if another X flare does not occur, to rebuild the strength to start some more solar activity? In other words, say today's the 22nd, say 2 more days from today, the 24th or the 25th, this thing has built back up a huge outer coma, a huge tail. The electrical discharge occurs again, and these magnetic flares start popping off. Guys, the next video I'm going to do is something that I'm preparing myself for in order to communicate in a complete grid blackout. This is a heads up. You guys be safe.